So if I were stranded on a desert island and could take one thing with me, it would be peppermint essential oil, because it has so many practical uses, and it's the one oil I use every day, without a doubt. The peppermint plants are grown in the Pacific Northwest, and it's definitely the essential oil that you want to have at all times. So pure peppermint essential oil is safe for aromatic, topical, and internal use. So let's learn how to use peppermint. Now I'm talking about internal, so let's just do a quick review. It says essential oil supplement, and it says that it's safe for internal use. And of course, you only want to use pure essential oils internally. So, okay. Here's why peppermint's so awesome. It's almost 50% menthol. That's what gives it that minty. Okay, one drop, right? Or maybe two. I could take it. Freshen my breath, right? Inhale it aromatically. Goes up through the olfactory nerve, and those molecules send chemical messengers to my limbic system, which is the emotional brain, tells it to wake up and get happy, get energized, focus. Now, I'm having some head tension, okay, and I'm gonna, do this kind of a thing, right? Let it go in at the temples. So our skin is thin here, and it's also where the skull is thin. So it gets to the brain pretty quick right here. And then I'm going to rub the back of my neck, okay? So I'm going to relieve any head and neck tension. I'm going to get a cooling effect from that menthol. When I inhaled it, I opened up my airways, so I got respiratory benefits from it. And now I'm going to rub it on my wrist here. The skin is thin, and I'm going to get even more energizing benefits from it. And then I can rub it on any muscle that's sore. So, all right, lesson over. I'm kidding. So that was one drop of peppermint that I was able to address all the things, right? But there's more. So before we go on our walk, we will take peppermint, and we'll do that. So we get that uplifting, energizing, let's do this, and then rub it on the back of our necks to relieve any again, head or neck tension, kind of loosen things up, get that energy going. And then also to repel insects. They don't like the smell of peppermint. So another use. So peppermint oil is a hybrid of watermint and spearmint. And like I mentioned, it's grown in the Pacific Northwest, where the climate is ideal to grow peppermint because of the high amounts of rainfall throughout the year. So when we get peppermint from that region, it's almost 50% menthol, and that's what gives it that minty aroma flavor, right? And flavor. So when peppermint is ready to harvest, they cut down the entire plant to the ground. They leave it for a few days to dry, and then it's chopped up and steam distilled to produce the essential oil. Now, what are essential oils? Essential oils are aromatic compounds found in plant seeds, bark, flowers, and trees, and they are 50 to 70 times more potent than herbs when they are pure. So if you crush a peppermint leaf between your finger, what you're doing is you're rupturing that essential oil sac. And that smell, that's the essential oil that you're smelling, okay? So the aromatic compounds inside those tiny little sacs is what helps the plant protect itself and thrive. And we get the same benefit when we use essential oils. So peppermint essential oil is safe for everybody, but due to a high menthol count, you do want to use it with caution, okay? So I've already showed you how to in here. Now, if I were to get some, say, too close to my eye, or it were to cause any kind of feeling that I didn't like, I like the feeling of peppermint. So, but if it's too much, all you want to do is grab a carrier oil, which is a vegetable-based oil, and add it to the area that you applied the peppermint. Or before you even apply the peppermint, put the carrier oil in your palm, then add the drop of peppermint oil, and then use it, okay? So that will help slow down absorption, and that helps with any discomfort, or especially for sensitive skin. You really want to make sure that you're using a carrier oil because it is a stronger oil. And then if it is bothering you, just keep adding oil, because oil and water don't mix. So you want to grab an oil to calm down that sensation, okay? So aromatic use is simply inhaling it from the bottle, the palm of your hands. You can take your hands and wrap them around the bottle and inhale it, just like that. You can add a drop to the palm of your hands and then inhale it that way, right? So there's many uses. Aromatically, we can add it to a room diffuser. And now if you have pets, it is safe to diffuse peppermint essential oil. Like the kitty, here, let me see if I can show you. He's sitting right over there. Can you see his little ball? So it is safe to be used. What you want to do is leave the door open so that they can leave the room. A water-based diffuser is going to be your safest bet because it introduces the least amount of oil into the air at a time. And so their sense of smell is a lot stronger than ours. And so if you notice any odd behavior or from your pet, just stop diffusing it, and then always make sure that there's enough, it's in a larger room, and that they are able to leave, okay? So topically, it can be applied to the skin where it's needed, or you can, so you can apply it neat, which is just by itself, but because of the high menthol count peppermint, it is recommended that you use a carrier oil. Now, with littles, it is strong, and it's safe to be used with littles, but you want to be careful because it's so strong. That menthol is like, you know, they could kind of hold their breath when they smell it because it's so strong. So make sure that you're diluting it properly. And 1% dilution would be 1 drop of essential oil in 100 drops of a carrier oil. And 100 drops of a carrier oil is equal to a teaspoon. So that's how you dilute the essential oil before you use it. And then, especially with littles, you maybe would just use it like on the bottom of their feet where the skin is thicker. And that might be the only place that I would use it. Or if you wanted them to get the benefits of smelling it, dilute it, put it in the palm of your hand, and just kind of keep it. But then you don't want to touch sensitive skin with those fingers that have had peppermint on them. It's sure to cause a sting. So, okay. So aromatically, I've showed you how to just inhale it right from the palm of your hands, add it to a diffuser. You could add it to wild orange to help focus. You can make a room spray and add your favorite citrus essential oil, distilled water in a spray bottle, shake and spray for that fresh scent. I'm going to add some recipes for you. I always put them on the blog post, and then I will add them to Facebook. I don't think I'm on Facebook right now. It was giving me a message that I couldn't go on there. So anyway, so topical use is simply applying the oil into the skin where it's absorbed, and then it goes on into our bloodstream. Now, when we use a carrier oil with an essential oil, it slows down that absorption because essential oils are volatile aromatic compounds. They evaporate very quickly. And so by using a carrier oil, we're not slowing down, we're not reducing the benefit of that essential oil, but we're actually helping it because we're slowing down the absorption, and it will hold in the tissue longer. So it's always a good idea to dilute. You can apply to the bottom of the feet or the spine. And then if you're using it with a citrus oil, don't apply it before 12 hours before you go into the sun, because that could cause a photosensitivity rash on your skin. So how can we use it topically? Massage into neck, shoulders, and temple to relieve tension. Make a roller blend of 20 to 30 drops of peppermint essential oil in a 10 ml roller, and then fill the rest with carrier oil. So this is my energy blend. This has 15 drops of peppermint and 15 drops of wild orange. And you can use this, keep it in your purse and roll it throughout the day. Anytime you need energy, roll it here, right? You can roll it on the back of your neck as long as it's not going to be exposed to the sun. I have hair back there, so I can do that. You can roll it here, the wrists, up and down the spine. Before an evening walk, I told you we always use it so that we get that boost of energy, and then also to deter the insects. And then apply down the back of the neck and spine for a cooling sensation. It will help lower body temperature. Or you can add it to a cool compress and set that on the back of your neck. You can make an after skin sun spray, 10 drops each, lavender, frankincense, and peppermint in a 16-ounce spray bottle of water, and then just shake and spray. You can apply it directly to bug bites to ease that irritation. For occasional stomach upset, you can apply it to your stomach and then rub it in along with the carrier oil, rub it in a clockwise motion to help ease any stomach upset. Okay, so that's topical uses. There's so many more. I'm just going over some common uses. Okay, so we can use it internally because it's pure and it's labeled safe for internal use. Like I already showed you the labels on there. So for to aid digestion, you can add a drop to water and just drink it, or you can add a drop under your tongue. Like I showed you just a minute ago, you can apply it topically to your abdomen. You can add a drop and hold it to the roof of your mouth to freshen your breath. I already showed you that. Use the seasonal trio. So when the trees and flowers start blooming, some of us need some extra support. And so you can add 2 drops each, peppermint, lavender, and lemon to water, or a veggie capsule and take it with water. There is the Tri-Ease capsules that have that trio in there, and I take one first thing in the morning. It's the first thing I do. Now, there's some studies about enteric coated peppermint essential oil and how it can help IBS. And so go do your Google search, and there's some studies on that if you want to learn more about that. So there is a product, it's the enteric coated peppermint soft gels, and these are coated so that the peppermint essential oil gets down to your lower intestine. You just take those with water. You can add a drop to your morning coffee. You can make peppermint brownies by adding a few drops to the batter. You can, the peppermint beadlets, this one's, oh, it's full. Oh, I have another, oh, I haven't even opened it yet. I have an extra. Okay, so the peppermint beadlets are teeny, teeny, tiny little beadlets. And these, sorry, I get excited over peppermint. These are a 1/4 drop of peppermint essential oil in a little veggie capsule. It's like a gel type cap. They're so small, you're probably not going to even be able to see it. And so I like to pop one of these in my mouth, like before I put my mask on, or to freshen my breath, or just because it's so yummy. And so I just let that dissolve. These are great to open up those airways also on the go. Okay. Let's see. How else can we use it? I get very excited with peppermint. A garden spray. My nose is starting to run because it actually helps loosen stuff up. So for a garden spray, you can do 15 to 20 drops of peppermint oil in distilled water. Add it to a 16-ounce glass spray bottle. Shake before you use. Apply. Whoops! I just lost my little thingy. Apply the spray. I popped it to every plant in your garden, and making sure to cover the stems and underside of the leaves, and then reapply after each rainfall. It's actually raining today. And this also works for spiders. Spiders don't like peppermint. So if you need to, you can make the same spray and spray in areas that spiders come in, or you can add a drop to, like, if you don't have pets that are going to disturb it, you can add a drop to a cotton ball and place that where spiders like to live in your home to deter them. You can make room spray, I've already said. You make a foot scrub, an invigorating foot scrub, because peppermint, that menthol, is really good for muscles. It really helps loosen up our muscles. So wonderful foot scrub. Cup of sugar, tablespoon of a carrier oil, such as coconut oil, 5 drops of peppermint oil. So you're going to mix the sugar and the carrier oil, and then add the peppermint oil, stir it up. And then just when you use your scrub, you just use it where you need to use it, and then rinse. And then be careful if you're using it in the shower, because it is going to be slippery. Okay, so there's some of my favorite uses for peppermint essential oil. Did I cover? If you wanted to have it on hand and already diluted, then you can make your own roller blend. So here's what you do. Of course I did that. So here's what you do. It actually comes in a touch roller. This is the Breathe because I don't have the peppermint, but it actually comes in a roller, and touch means that it's already diluted, and so it's ready to use. So you can buy these already made up for you, or you can make your own. You buy the roller bottles, and so you just take the cap off and put in your drops of essential oil. You can use a recipe, or if you just want a pure peppermint roller on hand, or if you want to refill your touch roller, add about 30 drops of peppermint essential oil to this roller, and then fill the rest with your favorite carrier oil, and then just pop the top on, and you're ready to go. So you have it with you. Okay, so those are my favorite uses for peppermint essential oil. If you have a use that I didn't cover today, comment below, and because we all learn from each other. And if you have any questions, you know where to find me. I'm Terry Foster, and the website is I Am Bonic Woman. And I do post the blog post with all the recipes on there, as well as in the Facebook community, I Am Bonic Woman. Have a great Monday. So if you'd like to get started with essential oils, there's a few ways. So the first way is retail, and retail is going to be walking into the store and buying your oils off the shelf. It's going to be the most expensive way to purchase essential oils. And so if you want to purchase retail, you can go to my.doterra.com/Terry Foster, hit that shop button, and then search for the oil that you're looking for, add it to your cart, and check out. The next way that you can purchase would be like walking into a Costco store. You purchase that membership, and you get wholesale pricing. So the membership cost is $35 for the first year, and that gives you wholesale pricing, which is 25% off of retail. So if you want to purchase oils wholesale, then go to my.doterra.com/Terry Foster, and click on the Become a Member. Add that wholesale membership and the oils that you want to choose, that you want to get. Now, if you want to save even more money, there are some starter sets that include a lot of the most popular essential oils, the ones that we use most commonly to cover things like digestion, sleep, energy, skin, respiratory, immunity. And so those are going to be the starter sets. So we have the Healthy Start set, and that has the small bottles. And the small bottles are the 5 ml size, and they hold 85 drops. And then there's the next step up would be the Healthy Essentials, and that has the 15 ml bottle size, and those hold about 250 drops in each bottle. And so how you do that is you choose, go to my.doterra.com/Terry Foster and hit become a member and choose a starter set. Now with the starter sets, that $35 wholesale fee is waived. So you get that off. And then also the shipping is free. So you will save money. The starter sets also come with a diffuser. And so let me know if you have any questions. I can be reached at, my email is terry@iambonacoma.com, or you can go to the website, iambonacoma.com, and search around. There's a contact form on there. There's a page all about essential oils and the starter sets if you want to learn more. But either way, I'm always here to help and answer questions. And I hope you have a wonderful day.